Hello, this is Granny. I miss you guys, but I'm back. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel because Granny loves coming to you live and talking to you about the different things that's going on in the world. So let me sit back so I can relax a little bit so we can have a chat. I was just thinking about all the negative publicity that's going on in the internet about certain peoples that have created their YouTube channels and Facebook channel. And when I sit back and think about it, I be like, it's so much coming at me. It's so fast and so much so fast. I'm like, this could be a soap opera. YouTube and Facebook might have to consider hiring all these people to just entertain, because that's what it's beginning to be a platform for just people that's very entertaining. And there's so many different stories, but the stories that I'm getting, they are all surrounding one particular person. And this person is such a big name that everybody knew, and even the people that started their channel a long time ago that never took off is using their name. And when they use that name, boom, ratings shoot up. They let that person know, hey, you're doing something right. Everybody is riding your coattail, but don't worry about that. You just keep doing you. Keep doing you, being yourself, putting on your videos. Just do whatever you've been doing to get you to where you are. Because like they say, same thing it took to get you there, it's going to take the same thing to keep you there. So don't let nobody knock you off your game. You just keep doing you. Because everything that's coming at you, it will eventually stop. Because people are going to get bored. They're going to get bored of hearing so much about you all the time. It's going to stop. And then what are they going to do then? These people that's riding your coattail. What are they going to do? They got to find content. But I tell you what, it was a song that was out a long time ago. And when I see all this is coming and everybody have your name on their platform and channel and subjects, I said, look at all those squirrels. See, they squirrels in your world trying to get a nut. So remember that. You can use that phrase. It's very famous and popular. You just a squirrel in my world trying to get a nut. So that's one thing I want to talk about. And the other thing I want to talk about is that do you know that it is so many people walking around that didn't even bother to get that vaccination? But if you ask them, are you vaccinated? They're going to say, yeah. They're not vaccinated. It's so many people that's not vaccinated. They need to get vaccinated. But you know what I should have did? When I got my shot, I should have came on live and let people see how I felt and how I reacted to it, those things. But I was fine. I didn't get sick. I didn't have any type of reaction. I went to sleep. I woke up. I felt good. I was waiting to feeling my body out and trying to see that I feel in a different way, but I didn't. I didn't feel in a different way. And people say your arm be sore. My arm wasn't sore. So everybody's different. So even the people in my family that haven't did it, you cannot. This is something that is, you have to make this choice on your own. Like they say, let your conscience be your guide. So, because everybody's different. So you don't want to just encourage somebody or push somebody so hard to go get the vaccination and then when they get the vaccination, then their body don't react to it correctly, and it kill them. You know, that's why you have to be, you treading on thin ice. You know, that's why I just be like, I just tell them, just look at me, I'm fine. And the family members that did it with me, we're all fine. And we don't have any reaction. We don't have any hair growing out of our eyes, and we didn't get another arm, or we don't have another finger on our hand. You know, it's nothing negative. Even though they said that the vaccine would help you, people took that out of content. Like, I know people that had the vaccine and they still caught corona. Well, this vaccine is different from regular vaccine. It doesn't stop you from catching a virus, just like if you catch the common cold or you catch the flu, and you go get a flu shot every year, then you catch the flu. Do it mean that the flu shot didn't work? No, that was just the time for you to catch it. You caught the flu, but you didn't get real sick. And it didn't get to the point where you thought you was going to die from it. That's what the vaccine does. It protects you from getting violently ill and dying. So they never said that you wouldn't catch it, because it's like a cold. It's a virus. I know people that have gotten the flu shot every single year for 10, 15 years, but out of that 10, 15 years, they probably don't caught the flu 2-3 times. But it passed. You know, it was nothing that made them so sick that they couldn't shake it. It was like a cold. And that's how it is now. If you get the coronavirus, you get that virus and you had that vaccine, it'd be more like a common cold. It'd be so mild, and you know, you ain't got to worry about it's gonna kill me. Cause you know, you'll get a little sick, but you can probably do the stuff that you do like you got a cold, like drink fluids, stay in bed, keep a check on your temp, and those things, and then it'll pass in like a day or so. But if you don't have the vaccine, it get worse and worse and worse. Now, I'm witness to it now. I didn't have the coronavirus, so they say. But I could have been a negative, positive, negative, whatever, a negative positive, because I got violently ill in 2020. My blood pressure was 87 over like 60. It was really low. But my oxygen, now this was the scary part, was a 51. My oxygen was 51. They had to hospitalize me, and they ran the corona test 3 times on me. They did the test on me 3 times, and all 3 times it came back negative. But here I am laying in the hospital bed, violently sick. I didn't have no taste, no appetite. I wasn't short of breath. It affected me differently. I wasn't short of breath, but I was coughing so bad. Uncontrollable coughing. I couldn't stop. They said I had double pneumonia. Had fluid in both lungs. My oxygen was a 51. My blood pressure was 80 over 55, 80 over 60. Very low. But yet and still, I didn't feel like, I know I wasn't feeling well, but I didn't feel like I was finna leave this world either. You know, it wasn't that type of feeling. And I just kept praying about it. I told God, okay, Lord, okay, I'm trusting you. You said this, and you said if I believe in you, and you will be with me to the end, even to the end of the world. And I was just praying and talking to the Lord the whole time. I was in the hospital for 5 days, talking to the Lord the whole time. I wouldn't watch TV. I didn't get no negative, I let no negative energy into that room. I just kept thinking about the Lord, praying. I had my family singing church songs to me, y'all. I mean, I was doing everything that my mind was telling me to do. And by the grace of God, 5 days later, I had this young doctor. He came in that room. He was looking at me. He was studying me. He just fell back on the wall, put his feet like behind him, and just leaning back on the wall. He said, I don't know what to say. He said, I'm looking at you, and your test came back negative, and you look nothing like you looked 2 days ago. He said, all your oxygen is back up, your blood pressure is back up. I can let you go home. I said, really? He said, yep. And I knew then God had answered me. I came up out that hospital, and I ain't looked back, but I'd be very careful though, because that wasn't no good feeling to feel like that. I got it early on, and I think it was transmitted to me through my hairstylist. I had went to get my hair done on one day, and when I went and got my hair done, my hairstylist was running late. I had went to one of these little African shops where they do the braids and stuff. So I didn't know the lady, but she had did my hair like 3-4 times. So I guess we was bonding in some way. When the lady got there, she was running late. She was like 30 minutes late. When she got there, she hugged me. Now this was something she had never done before. She hugged me, so I'm looking at her like, okay. And that's when the news people, everybody started talking about coronavirus. I heard them, but nobody wasn't really getting really sick. Like So when this lady hugged me, I asked her, I was like, ooh, because she touched her face against my face. I was like, why are you so hot? She said, oh, I was just trying to get here and just come from rushing and running and rushing, and that's it. So I was like, okay. So next thing you know, she was doing my hair and she was doing these braids, and so I was there like 4 hours. She was doing my braids and stuff. So she was like, when I get home, I'm gonna bless me. I'm gonna bless myself and do a bath. She said, I'm gonna get me a bath, and I'm gonna get me some, I think she said some turpentine and some vinegar. And I'm just going to say the 23rd song, I'm just going to keep saying it over and over, and I'm just going to bless my whole body. So I'm sitting there in the chair, I'm listening to her, but I'm not comprehending. I'm like, why is she saying that? Did she say, you should do it too? So I said, okay. Not planning on doing it anyway. So do you all think that lady knew she was sick when she came in there? I've been questioning that for the longest. Because first of all, I told her that she was extremely hot. And then secondly, she started talking about how she was going to go home, and she was some type of priest in Africa. And she know how to say prayers and bless herself. And she was telling me everything to do to bless myself. And then it won't come near you. She didn't want to come near your dwelling. And another thing I've been noticing a lot from a lot of people that, I be watching the different people on the YouTube and stuff like that. But do you know that I have noticed so many people is coughing up cold, sinuses are draining. So I want to know, do you all think that maybe this thing is in the air and we're breathing it? And our body is like a large filter. It's filtering away, working as fast as it can to filter all this stuff. People are coughing up cold and gagging up cold and blowing their nose a lot. So I pay attention to things. I just observe. I just sit back and just watch. I've been seeing that a lot. My nose is itching again. When your nose itches, somebody talking about you. But anyway, that's something that I noticed. I noticed that people got a lot of mucus in their body lately. It's odd because they said that the coronavirus is a nasal throat infection. So how is this getting up in your nose and your throat? And everybody has so much mucus built up in their body lately. I'm thinking, it gotta be in the air. We gotta be breathing this. Now they already said it's airborne. So guys, everybody, you gotta be very, very careful, because even though we walk around with those masks, And the mask is like another filter on top of your filtering. It's still getting in our body. So we got to be extremely careful when we go outside our house. We put those masks on because I think it's in the air. I think it's in the air. So to everyone that's listening to this video, let's be careful, guys. Let's be careful because this too shall pass. But don't let it wipe out the whole human race. Because we got to do our share. Do what you can do and let God do the rest. You know? The song said, when you done all you can, you just stand. And that's what it means. You do all you can do. And then you turn it over to the Lord and He will work it out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I felt like shouting on that one. That was a testimony. So, I'm going to end this video. But guys, I'm doing everything that I know how to do to come live. I'm going to figure it out in a minute. I had reached out to some people and asked them to tell me what to do, but nobody did a video on it to tell me what to do. But I see all these new people that just started this year just like me, and they might have 53 views or 1 subscriber. But guess what? They're able to do live. So I got to figure out how they doing it because I want comments. I want to feel like I'm not just having a conversation with myself. I want to talk to you guys. I want to get the good, the bad, and the ugly. I want to give y'all my good, bad, and ugly. Okay? So don't forget to subscribe. Click the notification so you'll know when I'm on. And like if you like what I'm talking about. Thank you and good night.